Cranberries Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the shed of many names on this chilly afternoon where we're going to work with a whole lot of beautiful, beautiful cranberries. I was blessed to be able to get a whole bunch at one store. I noticed there was not a whole lot of cranberries at other stores, and several of them had none whatsoever. And it wasn't because they were bought out. They never even put them out. So what we're going to do today is talk about the beautiful misunderstood cranberry. They are so wonderful. They're high in vitamin C, vitamin E. Also, they help protect your heart so that plaque doesn't form in your heart, in your vessels. They also help cleanse your liver, and they are very well known to take care of UTIs. But the best way to take care of the UTI, kidney infection, bladder infection, is not to do it with cranberry juice, because unless you can find some that's not sweetened, it's best to use unsweetened cranberry juice. Or like I do, I take a cranberry pill a day. I have no kidney problems, no bladder problems, none of that. And it's a capsule that has the same amount of cranberry juice in it that would make up a gallon of cranberry juice. You just have to drink fluids when you take it. So much medicinal benefits in this amazing little berry. So misunderstood, beautiful little berry. Whoops. Well, I'm going to have to wash that one because I'm not going to waste it. They're slippery because I washed them real good. There's never a dull moment around here. So we're going to scoot this back. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to dehydrate them whole, which you can if you want to, or you can slice them in half. I want to chop them just a little bit. That way they go further. I'm going to be not only saving them for baking later, and I'll reconstitute them before I bake with them, which there'll be a video later on. I want to make some herbal tea with little pieces of cranberry as well. And that way, the way I want to do the tea, if possible, is to be able to ingest after they have, or eat them while drinking the herbal tea, because I don't like to let anything go to waste. So what I have here is a little chopper, and I don't want to put a, like I said, I don't want them cut too small pieces, but just chopped up enough so they'll go just a little further. And we're going to, we got to plug her in first. Let's see how they look. Now, there's a few big ones in there. Just throw them back in. Toss them back in your bowl. That one's chopped fairly good. Okay, what we're going to do is get the canning lid so we can block the hole in the dehydrating tray. Some of them are still bigger than I'd like. I'm going to have to do smaller batches, maybe a handful at a time. Yep, the little berries are hard. I do not cook mine. I leave them raw. Of course, you can leave them however big you would like. They're definitely going to dehydrate down. And I'm going to be busy for a while chopping, looks like. Well, that'll work too. Yeah, it looks like I got them a little more fine, like I want them to be. Oh, and they smell so good. And they go wonderful in cookies. There's so many things you can do with dehydrated cranberries. Quick bread. Cinnamon rolls. Yes, cinnamon rolls. Now we got it down pat. It's been a while since I got to, and watch your blades, they are sharp. It's been a while since I got to dehydrate any cranberries. Alright, I'm going to be at this for a little while, and I will bring you back as soon as I'm done. I look forward to seeing how many trays I can fill. See you after a while. Okay, well, I am finally done with the cranberries, and I am beyond thankful. I have 9 beautiful trays full of cranberries. The 9th tray not as full as the other ones, and then I got to thinking I have some Granny Smith apples around here that I need to use up, so guess what? We're going to cut these up as well and dehydrate them so I can add that into the tea mix as well. So, I do mine differently. Now, of course, definitely wash your apples very well. Make sure there's no wax on them. And the best way to actually do that, make sure there's no wax on it, is by organic. I know these aren't. So you do with what you have. On these, all I'm going to do is make sure that the core is out. And yes, I use the peel as well, because the peel has a whole lot of flavor in it. Uh-oh, I could tell I didn't get all that core. There we go. And this is going to go into a wonderful holiday tea mix. I'll be mixing up in a later video. big either. I see some didn't chop up too much, but that's okay. You know what? I'll put them in the next batch. Oh, it smells so good in here between the chopped cranberries and the apples. Oh man, it smells good. And yes, it has little pieces of cranberry because I wasn't worried about cleaning out the chopper because they're going to be mixed together anyway. Alright, and we're going to keep on going. And like I said, the only thing you don't want to use is the core. And try to save any seeds that's in your apples as well. Smells so wonderful in here. Like I said, don't worry if pieces of cranberry get on the apples. It's not going to hurt a thing. They're going to be going in the same tea. There we go. There we go. Most of it chopped up. There's going to be a few pieces that won't get very big, that small, that's okay. Just add them into the next round. Alright, I have 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do 2 more chopped plain, and I'm going to show you a trick. Sorry about the train, man. Since the leaves off the trees, sound travels like crazy around here now. I knew it did before. It's gotten even worse. I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to get all 4 of those apples diced up, and I'll show you a trick how to make flavored apples to dehydrate them. I'll bring you right back. Okay, I have my 4 apples cut up here. Now, your other plain apples, if you just want to do plain apples, I'm not worried about them turning brown because they're going to turn brown while dehydrating. If you're looking for pretty factor, you can mix them in a little lemon juice. I'm not doing it because some of the tea I'm not putting any lemon in. So now with these, I'm going to add a little cinnamon. Mix it up fairly good. You don't want a whole lot, but you want enough to get the flavor mixed in with the apples. And that way when you go to brew your cup of tea, you don't have to worry about adding cinnamon. And what I'm going for is a cup of holiday tea that you can eat the tea blend as well along with your cup of tea. I'm going to add just a little bit more. But to dehydrate these, you're definitely going to need your silicone mats because no matter how hard you try, some of the pieces are going to get really, really small. And I know they're going to fall through. And that's why I'm going to, with the mat, not many should fall through. That's why I'm going to use a different dehydrator for the apples. Just a little bit more. Because in your tea, you're going for the subtle hint of cinnamon in the background. And this way, like I said, they're already seasoned. Now, if you wanted to, you can add nutmeg also, a little allspice. It's up to you. But you got to be careful because the nutmeg and allspice can get really strong. So let's bring this down. We'll move this over. Man, I done got outside of these trays messy. That's okay. I'll clean them up after they get done. Oh, it smells so good. Now, of course, you don't have to do your apples this way. It's completely up to you. And I know it's going to smell good in here when the dehydrators get cut on. And of course, always remember to remove your lid, because they have to have this center hole open for airflow. I do believe, yep, that's going to give me almost three full trays of apples. We're going to say about 2 1/4. But hey, that's 2 1/4 more than I had. I love making edible tea blends, because it means nothing, absolutely nothing goes to waste. If you don't want to use Granny Smith apples, you can use Gala apples, Fuji apples, a sweet apple. It's whatever you have or what you prefer. And of course, remember, the brown is because of the cinnamon. Okay, that's 12 trays of wonderfulness to get to dehydrate. I'm going to clean my mess up and get these dehydrators rolling. I'll bring you back in the morning when they are done. I'll see you in the morning, everyone. Good, beautiful morning, everyone. Everything is dehydrated and has acclimated down, so it's not hot. And it's time to start unloading these dehydrators. I have a big deep bowl. That's what that's the plain Granny Smith apples. And they have dried beautifully. Let me tell you, it smelled amazing in here. I couldn't tell if I was making apple fritters or apple cobbler. Oh my gracious, it smelled so good. Or apple cinnamon oatmeal. It was amazing. And what you'll do, you just, any clumps, just break them up. And as you see, they really didn't turn too brown. They done very well not to have been treated, but I'm not worried about it being brown or anything like that. Well, hello, little spider. Go that way. And you never know who's going to make a guest appearance, I tell you. And these, I'm going to vacuum seal for now until I get to come back to the shed. And when the next time I get to come to the shed, we will mix up some tea mixes. And this is the one that does not have the cinnamon in it. You don't always want cinnamon. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful and everything, but sometimes that's not what you feel like. And like I said, this is why I say make sure your workspaces are clean and sanitized. Now, I'm just going to fold this over for now until I can get the vacuum sealer out. And also, label your bags. And that way you know which one is which. Now, of course, with these, you can't help but tell which one is which. And this is, and no trays were loaded. They shrink down a lot. And let me tell you, they smell amazing. I'm hoping to eventually be able to get some more apples. And that way I can, get some more apples so I can, dehydrate some more cinnamon apples. Because this is going to be wonderful for oatmeal mixes, tea mixes, and also be really good for fried pies as well. Let me move this one out of the way. Set it there for now. They dried wonderfully. And you just want to break up any big clusters. Oh, hands smell like cinnamon and apples. I had to finally get out of the shed last night because just the aroma of everything dehydrating, I was hungry. And so I got out of the shed real fast. I was trying to explain to my other half how wonderful it smelled in here. And then finally, I just had him come in here to get something out for me. He came back. He says, "Oh my God, it smells wonderful in there." I said, "I told you." I said, "That's why I had to get out of there. I couldn't take it much longer." But the cinnamon apples would be wonderful to add to homemade granola mixes, oatmeal, all kinds of things. And you see how 2 trays dry up, very much so. And like I said, label, this one has cinnamon granny smell. Uh-oh. Don't want to leave nothing behind. And like I said, once I have more room, I'm going to get the vacuum sealer out. Now it's unload the cranberry time. And try to get as much as you can off your trays. You don't want to waste any of this wonderful, precious food. And on my trays were very loaded. You see how much they shrink down. Okay, I'm going to continue and see. They will cluster sometimes together. They just break up perfectly. Oh, this is such a beautiful cherry sight. Look at that. Look how beautiful those are. Alright, I'll bring you back here in a bit when I get all these trays unloaded, because I don't want to. I know the video's going to get long if I do each tray with you, because I'm going to be picky and make sure I get everything off the silicone mats. I'll see you back here in a bit. Okay, I'm done. Look at all those beautiful dried cranberries. Just imagine how much that would cost if it was craisins. And the bonus fact, they're not sweetened. We can leave the sweetening up to ourselves. Now, me being me, I can't help myself when it comes to seeds. In the bottom of the dehydrator, there's like a little tray area that catches little fine stuff. Now, they may or may not germinate, but it's worth a try, ain't it? I have a bunch of little bitty cranberry seeds. So, at a later date, I will see if I can't. I gotta study up first and see if I can't grow some cranberries, y'all. You never know unless you try. And I'm still laughing. Yep, cranberry seeds, y'all. Alright, got those put up. Now, I'm going to try to get all of this in 2 of these quart bags. I probably will have to break out a 3rd one. But that's okay. We'll make it happen. Let me get a scoop. Hold on a minute. Because one bag is going back for cooking and making other mixes. One bag will be going for tea blend, which we will have fun together making the tea. Okay, there's one. As you can make cookies, you can make you can make sweet bread or quick bread, cinnamon rolls. Oh yes, cinnamon rolls. You just have to reconstitute them and use the liquid in the recipe as well. And let's set that one right over there. And I'm seeing more little bitty seeds at the bottom of the bowl. But that's okay, I'm going to leave them be. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh my gracious. Alright, we're going to play seed rescue. See how am I going to do this. Maybe it won't be too fine, and only the seeds will fall out. Oh my gracious, there's just all kinds of seeds, y'all. Jackpot. Okay, I didn't lose too many, didn't lose much at all of my cranberries. But look at all those seeds in there. I'll be opening the paper towel back up here in a bit. Set them right there for now. Leave it up to me. Leave it up to me. You want to make sure you get all of it. Two beautiful big bags of dried cranberries, y'all. Unsweetened, all natural cranberries. Okay, now to have some fun. Of course, I'll figure out which ones I'm going to use for which at a later date. Oh, that's right. It does help if you actually turn the machine. it makes it look like it's even less. And there we go. One beautiful brick of dried cranberries. And also remember, try not to touch that because that's hot, y'all. Nope. I thought so. I gotta shake that back down. We'll make sure that there's nothing blocking this top of the food saver from being able to close. And there's our second little brick of dried cranberries. Now we're going to do the cinnamon apples. I think I'm going to cut this bag down some. There we go. Going to be an even tinier brick. And there we have a little tiny brick of dehydrated, vacuum sealed cinnamon Granny Smith apples. And I'm going to cut this bag down too. There we go. And these are just plain dehydrated Granny Smith apples. And there we have our little bitty brick of dehydrated plain Granny Smith apples. Definitely does not look like what I started out with, but you know what? I'm still beyond thankful for them. It don't look like a lot, but there's a lot in there. Especially the cranberries. And plus I got the bonus of cranberry seeds. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully this video encourages you to also, while 'tis the season, to get your cranberries before they're gone. Because I know they were harder to find down here this year. A whole lot harder to find. And do your dehydrated apples. Like I said, I use Granny Smith. You can use Gala. Let's see. So many different other apples out there. And I'm also going to use, so if you want to follow along with me and make your own holiday herbal tea, go on and dehydrate you some cranberries, some apples of your choice. Sorry about that, y'all. It's getting warm in here. Some lemon or some orange or both. And we're going to have a little fun later on making some holiday tea. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I hope this encourages you to dehydrate and put away as much as possible. With the holidays upon us, there's a lot of things people aren't going to be interested in buying like they used to. So keep an eye out for your clearance. Sorry, y'all, it's Jana after a squirrel. Go figure. But yeah, keep an eye on your clearance because they're going to be putting a lot out for clearance. Because a lot of people are more focused on buying certain holiday foods. So it can be an interesting time of year. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Stay positive, everyone. We got this. We're in this together. Continue to be safe and sound. Continue to stock your pantries with nutritious foods that will sustain you. Think like our ancestors. Beans, potatoes, rice, salt, sugar, spices, you name it. Let it keep going. And y'all stay safe, stay sound. Take care, and may you each be blessed. I'll see you soon.